Good day to everybody out there to see thy wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water. And first of all, let me know what y'all think. I mean, not bad, right? I'll let y'all know the dimensions on the screen right here. Anyhow, not bad. It's a house made out of wood. You know, a lot of people think it's really expensive to go off grid, and I'm here to tell you that it's not. You know, the most important thing is to get started. You know, look up how much it's going to cost you for some land, how much it's going to cost you for other things when it comes to buying tiny homes. But, you know, what I'm trying to get at is really not that expensive. I'm going to tell you guys how much it costs for this little space right here. It's really not little, but I mean, it's enough, especially when you're living a minimalist life and you're trying to be off grid and you're trying to reduce your expenses. And that's what we're all about here. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more of a view before I take you inside so you can see the layout of it inside. Now, this is only a shell, so the price isn't reflecting a finished product. But if you want to go off grid, it doesn't really take you much anyway. I mean, you could have a tent, you can live in your van, you can get a shell of a property like this. You know, you can do whatever you want. You could build your own. But for something like this, you know, this is a really good fit for me if I wanted to live in it by myself or with a significant other. You know, I really think it's a good size. You got one bedroom, you have one bath, you have a kitchen. You know, you could set it up to where you're living comfortably. Especially, I mean, it's pretty much like the size of a studio in Manhattan, you know, or Los Angeles. But essentially, I'm gonna take you guys inside so you can see. Oops, locked door, pardon. Anyhow, like I said, I'm not really sure what the end goal is with this one, but as we come in here, you have a little space here that let's see, you can, to your right, just kind of give your guys an idea so you can visually see, and then over here to your left, you have this, your door, you know, little space over here. Then, it's a little dark in here because I don't have the windows open. You have this little space over here. Put your little kitchen, whatever you want to do, you know. And then you have a bathroom here and you have a bedroom here. Oh crap. Bedroom here, bathroom here, and this space over here. And then you have this door, of course, that we try to enter when we first. I'm just gonna show you. It's a bit warm in here, so I'm gonna go out. But a space like this cost me roughly $9,000 US. 9,000 US. Probably I could have gotten about 9,000 with the setup and everything, which I don't think is that much, you know. So 9,000 US, get you a piece of land, put this on a property, you know. I mean, you could do the math from there. I mean, I'm just trying to give you some guys some type of idea. You know, essentially, we wouldn't want to live in this long term. We would like to spruce it up a little bit, modernize it. You know, at least I would. But if you just want to get started, there's nothing wrong with something like this. I could absolutely get started in this. No problem. Yeah, it would be a lot of extra things to be involved with this to make sure that we're running, but you know, I could get started with this. Growing my own food. We got the creek right there. Even if there wasn't any water hookup in this, which it isn't, we have the creek that borders the land. So we can always tap into that. Even during the dry season. I was here during the end of the dry season. There was still water in the creek. So at least this particular property is perfect for something like this. You can get something like this for $9,000. You know, and if you get you a piece of land, whatever it is, an acre, half acre, you can put this on there. You can produce well more than enough food to get you started on your off-grid journey. Well more than enough food. And just so I have an idea, this is what $9,000 can get you. For those of y'all that don't know, that seems to think that it's going to be super expensive, now to get your well water hookup, to get your solar power and solar panels and everything else that's associated with it, yes, those things cost. And you have to factor in those expenses when you are hooking up your off-grid palace or place. You know, but essentially, that's going to be, you're going to have a cost with anything that, you know, pretty much. I mean, unless you're going into, that's the point of being off-grid. You have your own water, you have your own electrical. Or you don't have any electrical. Or you just use all solar. However you want to do it. You know, me personally, I could get started in something like this. I'm fortunate enough to be able to start in something like that, you know, just a little bit bigger, you know, a little bit more breathing room, a little bit more extra bedroom, extra bath, you know. So, listen, it's all about perspective. And all I'm trying to do is give you perspective. $9,000 for something like this, put it on your own piece of land, and there's your off-grid journey started. Let me know if you guys have any comments. Also, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. This is See Thy Wealth. Water your health. Drink a glass of water.